Guys, it's your boy Black Roo back with another show, and today's show we're gonna tell you the best coin sub a penny. It's not even close. It's not even close. Anything can come close to this coin. Best coin sub penny. All right. But before we get started, let's cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Roo investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What's up, guys? About to give you the best coin sub a penny. As I like to term them, lotto plays. Shout out to my guy B Smith at Own the Chaos. He does like penny stock investing. I think that's his phrase. I stole that from him. Shout out to B Smith. But yeah, best. But this is not a lotto play. This is actually a good, solid coin that, like, honestly, maybe one of the best plays you will ever have under a penny. Like, when this bull run is over, okay, we're just gonna get to it. Okay, we're gonna get to it. And Bitcoin above 70K that's still in play before the halving. Starting to look iffy, and then we're back here almost towards 45K again. And here we are. What's up, BK Crypto? What's up, Jay? We're going to get into it here. So, best play sub a penny. Now, we're going to get into it. It's not sexy. You're going to have to listen the whole way through. I'm going to play this out. You're going to be with Black Root. Really? That one? That one? Yeah, that one. Okay. So, here we are. What's up, Go Good? Best play sub a penny. Stronghold. Okay. Stronghold is the best play sub a penny. Where is it at right now? This is inaccurate. I don't think it's at 37.0037 again. It's of course, patrons got this first, by the way. Shout out to the patrons. Yeah, that's about where it was when I gave it to patrons. Now it's at 0.004539. Okay. So shout out to the patrons. You guys make the show work. Okay, so first thing to let know about Stronghold, 26 million market cap. Okay, and I'm kicking myself because I knew that this would be a good play at 0.000 something, like 3 O's. All right, and I only put a certain amount of money in there. But I have now just really upped my bags. Okay, I really upped my bags, and here we are. But again, if you caught my show, I don't remember what I named the show, but we went over some stuff that Alex Becker was talking about with market cap. If you're under like a 250 million market cap, you got tons of room to grow. I think this is one that has the potential to go to a plus billion market cap. Okay, 1 billion, Dr. Evil, $1 billion, okay? $1 billion. I'm not even kidding, okay? Now, to understand this, okay, I am going to give you some literature from Stronghold, okay? And to understand this, you really have to understand that Stronghold is connected to IBM, okay? And to understand that, you have to understand that IBM is the backbone of our current financial system. All of that stuff runs on IBM, and IBM will be the backbone of our future financial system. So all these cryptos you see are basically all the big companies with a brand new face on them, okay? And we're going to trace this down all the way to the Elon Musk, okay? Like all the way down there. Yes, Elon is involved with this. Gotta love it, bro. Okay, so let's just get to the highlights. IBM launches stablecoin backed by FDIC insured banks. This was back in 2019. Okay, they did this with Stellar, Ripple, and Stronghold. Okay, so we haven't had any news about it since like 5 years from now, right? 5 years. We're 5 years later, right? Moving on. IBM leverages Stronghold's blockchain infrastructure to transform payments. And there's no date on this article. It's just on Stronghold site. I wish they had dated this or did something to date it, right? But anyways, it's like, okay, this could still not be connected to Stronghold site, right? So I go to Stronghold site, and what do we find? IBM on the front page. Okay. Now I want to look at some material. Hopefully this can show up well. Shout out to the Red Pill Professional podcast and another guy that he referenced on X, which we'll get to their name coming up here. Let's go ahead and open up these files. I have them open somewhere, or at least I thought I did. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let's just go from here with them. Let me verify that you guys can see this. Could you see that file? 1 second, guys, here. Oh my goodness. Could you guys see that file that I showed you? I'm going to show it again. Can you guys see this? Can everyone see this? And all these people, including Elon in the bottom right-hand corner, please let me know if you can see it. And while you guys are letting me know if you can see it, I'm going to see who's in the comments over here. Shout out to Memories with Mike. Shout out to Quiptwork. Shout out to So Good. Shout out to Cryptonomics. Shout out to D Benders 1. Have a bag of Strongholds. All right, bro. That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Jay? And what's up, BK Crypto? Okay, and let me know that everyone could see that. Can't see it? Okay. Can't see the photo. Let me see here. What's up, Black History? Nice to have a new one here. What's up, Passive Income? What's up, E, our moderator in the Telegram? Please come on over to the Telegram, guys. If you haven't come on over to the Telegram, please do. It's completely free. We offer so much great alpha here in our Telegram. I don't know why it's showing like this. Okay, here we go. So just opening up our Telegram, which you should be able to see. I swear to God, my mouse is acting like very ridiculous right now. So stocks and commodities, crypto chat, airdrops and test nets. So like we have like sometimes with airdrops and test nets, you need like a certain amount of invites. This would be a perfect group for that. We got a conspiracy chat because I like stuff like that. We got health and wellness. We got airdrop or content drops because other creators are in our chats, like Crypto Ronin. Definitely check out his channel. He and Khalil and Moonfeather do some great stuff on his channel. Definitely check out Crypto Ronin. Check out my guy Shook Focus. Definitely check out a ton of creators we have here, and their stuff gets posted here. Health and wellness, D-Pen, BRC20s, anime, books and book related info. E shares a lot of books that he's reading, meme coins, and NFTs. So definitely come on over to the chat. Jay, Red Pill Professional is legit. Yes, he is. He is so legit, bro. He's so legit. I wanted to show some things that he was showing, but apparently you guys cannot see my files. Let me see here. Let me do one more share here. Or let me adjust screen sharing. Entire screen. Okay, there we go. That was my bad. I didn't do entire screen. So there we go. We should be able to see it now. Okay, yep, you can see it now. So here, these are from Red Pill Professional, but he got them from this guy here on Twitter, XX_1133_1221_11. So definitely follow that guy on Twitter. And I guess at Utility Theory, but Red Pill Professional, such a good guy. Such a sweet dude. Grab his content as well. Okay. Now, here's what you got to understand. I know I say it all the time, and it's just like Black Roof for real. Like I'm like, it's all connected. Like it's like politics is two sides of the same coin. I know some of you might be like, yeah, okay, Black Roof. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's all connected, bro. Okay, whatever. Yeah. But you know how they say a picture says 1,000 words? This picture says 1,000 words. So this is like all the crew that kind of made PayPal. Starting with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. Those are the people that you hear about the most. Peter Thiel, he IPO'd Palantir. He's IPO'd a few things that have done very, very successfully. And Elon Musk, I mean, do we even have to give him a do we have to introduce this guy? Tesla, OpenAI, PayPal as well, right? So all of these connections, okay? So what you're gonna notice is you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like 5 PayPal guys, and they're all interconnected, both with Stellar, Ripple, and Stronghold. Okay, they're all interconnected. And you can also see other payment systems on top of this, because Strongholds is a payment system. So you can see other payment systems here as well as Zelle, Stripe. Okay. Is there another one here? No, Zelle, PayPal, Zelle, PayPal, Stripe, and you can also see eBay, Amazon. There's so many connections. Okay, just so many connections. But again, all of this stuff is interconnected. I've told you guys so many times about that. I told you crypto is going to be the replacement, okay, for our current system. This shows it more than anything. All these gentlemen are connected. All these gentlemen are connected to payment systems. All these gentlemen are connected to like some of the biggest companies in our world today, like Tesla, like Stripe, like Microsoft, like Amazon, like eBay, like Samsung. Come on. And even DARPA. Quiet as it's kept, Jeff Bezos's grandfather helped found DARPA. So when he gives you this little story, or not he personally, he doesn't personally give the story. The mainstream media personally gives a story like he's just this little book maker this little bookstore owner that just had an idea and just made it. Okay, you can do so too. No, this dude comes from his grandfather founded DARPA. Okay, when he founded it, it was ARPA, and then eventually they ended up adding a D for defense, right? And you can also see Stanford grads. There's like 4 of those on this list. Okay. So Ripple guys, David Schwartz, Jed McCaleb, who started Stellar as a fork of Ripple, right? Who's involved with XRP, of course, right? And Pantera Capital, and also OpenAI, which we know is ChatGPT, right? So we got AI in here too, right? So all of these dudes, Chris Larson, another big PayPal dude, or I'm sorry, Ripple dude, and Sean Barnett, Stronghold, and all of this also has IBM in the backdrop, also has Microsoft in the backdrop. Microsoft, what you got to understand about Microsoft, Bill Gates's mother knew the CEO of IBM, and the only reason Microsoft kind of got started was because they got big funding from IBM. So IBM and Microsoft have a big relationship here. Okay, so understand when we're talking about all of this stuff, we're talking about the underpinnings of our financial system. Like, really, you should be so enthused right now. Like, you're looking at Amazon, eBay, and Microsoft at like sub penny, right? You're looking at all these different systems sub penny. You should be elated. I know I go back and forth and like I halfway think about changing my stuff into all Bitcoin. I mean, of course, Bitcoin is involved. Bitcoin is also going to be a world reserve currency, but you can see here all the biggest payment systems, Zelle in here as well. I missed that one. All the biggest computer companies, Microsoft, Dell. Um, it's just crazy. Okay. Now moving on to the next diagram. Let me make sure everybody's still with us. And this is all tracing down. Stronghold. Okay. All tracing down Stronghold. Where can we find that picture of all the players? Don't worry, I'll share it in the chat. I'll share it in our chat. But yeah, you should be able to find it. Just to answer your question, bro. You should be able to find it at this guy's Twitter, XX_1133_122_ shoot. You guys can read it here, but I'll read it properly. XX_1133_1221_11. Okay, which I'm sure this means something. I'm sure that means something. You don't arrive at all of those numbers in that sequence for no reason. But anyway, let's keep going. Before we look at this one, because this one's kind of highly involved. Okay, and this is just the guy I wanted to make sure he was referenced because this is his work, and I like people to get recognized for their work you know. And again, Red Pill Professional. I just want to make sure you guys know I got this from him, and that you guys should pay him a visit. Okay. Anybody who shares good information like this, you should definitely visit. So this is a great design, great chart here. Again, a picture says 1,000 words. Ripple being kind of at the center of this. People that we talk about a lot of times, XRP, right here. We can zoom in on this a little bit to make it more clear. So there's just so much here. So R3 Corda, we've talked about them in reference with XDC, right? They feed into SBI Japan. SBI Japan is the one where the Rothschild has 8.7% XRP held with these guys, this Asian bank. So in this Asian bank is his XRP, not like shares of company or ownership of the company, XRP tokens. Okay, so that's here as well. And all that this is going to feed into with trade finance. Okay, this should be so exciting for people. So exciting. We already mentioned the Davos people, the WEF, right? ISO, all these different regulatory groups feeding right into Ripple. Fed Now, and now think about this. Fed Now and ISO are active right now. They're active. Okay. We've already let you know DTCC is the agency that owns pretty much everything in the world. Like, we should, when we buy stocks, have a stock certificate, but all the stock certificates are owned by the DTCC. All the clearing for the NASDAQ is done by the DTCC. The DTCC is humongous. Okay. Like, read about them. They're huge. Okay. This is not even conspiracy stuff. It's just nobody really knows because nobody really listened to it. Okay. Swift, all of that feeding into Ripple there. Let's sort of zoom back out here and then zoom into here. Okay. And here we got, which in this is the BIS. Remember, I told you guys the Bank of International Settlement is making it so that central banks can buy crypto. Okay, come 2025. So come 2025, this is really going to go skyrocket. Going to really skyrocket. But we're buying it right here, a sub penny. Okay, all these different groups feeding in here. But we have even better picture here to look at. Where is it? This is even more clear. Very clear, mind you. So let's start where we want to stop. So Stellar is the platform on which Stronghold runs. Okay. Lightyear, Interstellar, they're related. I'm less solid on these guys, but then we come down here to all the payment systems, right? I think these are all Stellar payment systems because I know that's Lobster, and that's where you can buy Stronghold, by the way. I think that's Lobster and a whole bunch of different payment systems there. Here we got the World Economic Forum and the Bank of International Settlement, all feeds in there. ISO standards all feed in here. And we got the big boys. Franklin Templeton already has a deal with Stellar. We've been over that, right? BlackRock is up here soaking up as much Bitcoin as it can. Remember the company that just like a year and a year and a half ago told you that none of its customers had any need for Bitcoin or crypto, right? Grayscale, they've been holding the flag for a long time, right? Deloitte, people say that Deloitte has ties into HBAR. They also say Affirm has ties into HBAR. We saw Affirm when we were looking at all of those different players, the Elon Musks and all of that. Sorora Band, I don't know. I don't know as much about these guys. Not gonna hold you up there. Of course, we got the stable coins, Circle, and all of these things also, of course, connect to the world, like the WETH, right? IBM WorldWire, that's there. Okay, yeah. Here's Stronghold. Here's Stellar. Here's Caspa. Here's Hedera, and I'm not sure what that is in the center there. Here are all the payment systems that were connected to most of these men, right? Stripe, Visa, MasterCard, Wire, WireX, others, right? Fireblocks. Fireblocks has a connection to Sologenic, right? Sologenic is on the XRP, XRP ecosystem. And here we have Flare, and here we have Velo, another Stellar payment system. So all of that's feeding in here. Okay. Well, let me know if you guys have any questions here on this, okay? Because it's a lot. All of this stuff feeding into one another. It's a lot. But it is what it is. So, okay. Now here's even bigger, and it kind of lets you know how everything became what it became, right? And to just give you a quick synopsis on this, we got the PayPal people kind of over here, right? We got IBM over here and the R3 Cordia and the Hyperledger Fabric, which IBM is behind that. We got Ripple kind of right here. And over here we got kind of Stellar. Okay. So let's start in the top right hand corner. So Jed McCaleb creates Lightyear, okay, which is kind of funny. Buzz Lightyear and all of this stuff. So these dudes that they use terms over and over again, like in symbols. We already know that on this channel. I reference it all the time. It's like we should know that. So Lightyear, he creates Lightyear. Lightyear acquires Chain, rebrands to Interstellar. Well, actually, I guess we got to start right here. Stripe CEO Patrick Colson gives Stellar a $3 million loan, 2013. Jed McCaleb creates Stellar Foundation, 2013. Stellar Lumen XLM digital assets created. Then he creates Lightyear. Then he acquires Chain and rebrands into Interstellar. Interstellar replaces CEO Adam Lewin with Mike Kennedy. Chain is reacquired to continue as Chain Inc. After splitting from Interstellar. Okay. David Maziris creates a Stellar Consensus Protocol 2015, based off a fork of Ripple, right? Off a fork of Ripple. And I'm a little out of order. I apologize. Jed McCaleb leaves Ripple to create Stellar. So Stellar is a fork of the Ripple protocol, right? But yeah, we're back here. Stellar Consensus Protocol created. We got here Stellar plus Hyperledger Fabric, Hyperledger Cactus Weaver. So Hyperledger Fabric is like Linux plus IBM, right? IBM Fabric Weaver with R3 Cordia and Hyperledger. This is XDC here. IBM Blockchain WorldWire partners with Stronghold and Stellar. 2019. We just got through reading that. Sean Bennett founds Stronghold in 2015, and 4 years later, he did the whole IBM deal. In here, what's feeding into IBM is Stronghold, Stellar, Hedera, and Casper, excuse me. Okay, Sean Bennett does have Ripple and Stellar ties. So Sean Bennett creates CoinX gateway for Ripple and Stellar in 2014, and he just decided to found Stronghold here. Okay. So all of it connected. Now let's go on to the Elon Musk kind of side of the coin here. Right here. So Max Livchin and Peter Thiel create Cofinity, kind of same things like Singularity, Infinity, Cofinity. Themes that come up a lot with these people. Cofinity creates PayPal in 1999. Cofinity merges with X.com. Elon Musk, Ed Ho, Chris Payne, and Harris Fricker create X.com, 1999. Elon Musk repurchases X.com domain and relaunches X.com 2017. Elon buys Twitter 2022, turns Twitter into X 2023, all-in-one social media and payment platform, because Elon Musk has been securing FinGen money transmitter licenses for Twitter since he bought it in 2022. So that's where it's headed, payment system. Will it be Doge on there? Will it be one of these others that he's connected with? Who knows? But it's enough to speculate on Doge because I'll show you something on that in a minute. Lighthouse report, Elon Musk and the transformation of Twitter. Here we go. But yeah, let's go back down here. Peter Thiel replaces Elon Musk as CEO of X and changes name to PayPal in 2021. eBay acquires PayPal. PayPal creates X Commerce API, e-commerce for eBay. Okay. PayPal and X Commerce creates PayPal Access 2011. eBay and PayPal separate into two companies 2015. And later on, eBay moves away from PayPal as a payment system, like where they do automatic payments. I know eBay people were pissed. My sister was pissed. A couple people I know are just pissed about that. And here we are with the whole Ripple string of side of things. I guess we should start up here if we're going to do Ripple. Okay, I guess you go all the way over here. David Chaum creates first digital cash called eCash, 1982. David Chaum creates DigiCash for eCash, 1989. David Chaum creates OpenCoin.org, 2007. Ripple team gifts OpenCoin.com domain to OpenCoin by David Chaum, 2013. OpenCoin is rebranded to Ripple Labs in 2013. And here we got the forking of stuff that's happening here. So since this arrow goes this way, I guess we can just keep going here. Ripple Labs is rebranded to Ripple in 2015. Brad Garlinghouse becomes Ripple president 2015. Brad becomes Ripple CEO 2007. But I guess we gotta follow this too. Jay McCaleb, Chris Larson, and Arthur Brito create OpenCoin.com. And Chris Larson is appointed CEO 2012. Ryan Fugger gives Ripple to Jed McCaleb and Arthur Brito and David Schwartz 2012. Here we got some stuff with Fugger over here. Ryan Fugger creates Ripple 2004. Ryan Fugger launches Ripple Pay 2005. And here's where Fugger gives Ripple just gives it to him. I guess that's crazy. Gives Ripple to Jay McCaleb, Arthur Brito, and David Schwartz. David Schwartz, Arthur Brito, and Jay McCaleb create SRP Ledger and the Ripple Protocol 2012. XRP Ledger, Ripple Digital Assets created 2013. Arthur Brito and David Schwartz create Polysign 2018. Sounds like there's some Soros stuff going on here and Cohen stuff going on here. Arthur Brito, Jack McDonald create Standard Custody and Trust Co., a subsidiary of Polysign. Okay, so I think that just about covers it all. So we got Stellar, Ripple, PayPal, R3 Cordia, IBM, eBay, PayPal, all this stuff intertwining to like all these kind of payment systems being the future of banking, the future of kind of insta digital cash, if you will, right? And away from the paper stuff. It's all connected there. So I think that was okay. Did we have another one besides this one? Let me see. Nope, that was the last one. I think I skipped one. Nope, that's it. That's it. So all of this to me leads to Stronghold being a really, really, really huge play. Let me see if anybody has any questions out there. Um, hands down, to me that's like the most bullish stuff I've seen in a while, and it kind of put me back in the mode like, okay, I see that they're hitting me with this gaming stuff. I see they're hitting me with Solana stuff. And Solana's probably going to be plugged into all of this, granted, right? But the best thing that I may be able to do with my money would be Stronghold, right? With its connections with IBM. I already kind of got my tier one, if you will, tier one blue chip ISOs, right? The Stellars, the XRPs, the Hedera's, right? I got that. Now there seems to be this tier two where there's Stronghold, where there's things like Velo, right? There's a whole bunch of payment systems that are slotting in right there. What do you guys think about that? Excuse me. Let me see the comments here. Ooh. Okay. Sorry guys. My mouse, it is not working. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we're gonna get this right at some point here. Don't worry. Okay. What's up, Brand G? Hey, all. What's good? I'm ready to get in this game. D Benders, I have a bag of Stronghold. So good. Where can I buy it? You can buy it on. They do have an ERC20, but you got to do that on a Uniswap, and that's another thing too. I swear to goodness, the coins that are the hardest to reach are the coins that end up running the most. Do you guys remember last bull run when you couldn't buy Dogecoin, but like random places, and you couldn't buy VeChain, but random places, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. All right, okay, because I remember like a little bit before the last bull run kind of started, I was looking at those coins and I was like, dang, I don't know where to buy them at. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I wanted to buy them, but I couldn't. So instead, I bought Cardano, which worked out because Cardano went from like 3 cents to $1, right? Right. But we're getting this sub penny, bro. Sub penny. Okay. So there's Uniswap, Gate.io for those who can use it, BitTrue for those who can use it, SushiSwap, Stellar Term. I got it on Lobster. I used my Coinbase. I transferred Stellar over to my Lobster wallet, and inside of the Lobster wallet app, you can swap. And I swapped my Stellar into Stronghold. And the great part about this is the market cap. $25 million market cap. So freaking low. So freaking low. Okay. That's the beauty of it. Beauty of this junk. Okay. Let's continue with our comments here. What's up, Memories with Mike? Cryptonomics. I just want to kind of control this thing. It's not letting me do that. Yeah, Black History. Be sure to sign up for the Telegram Black History. We'll help you in there. We'll help you in there. We're friendly to newbies around here. A lover of Red Pill Professional. And Jay. I just find funny since you're black, Rue. Yeah, I love. It's like my favorite. I love it. I love it. It's like my favorite joke to mess around with my last name and just see people just squirm a little bit. I swear. At one time, I did some substitute teaching, right? and there's some I'm in Arizona, so the majority of kids are going to be kind of like Latino, right? And I wrote my name on the board, and they were like, Mr. Black? Hey, Mr. Black, that's racist, dude. It's like, no, that is actually my last name. They're like, oh, okay. Pretty funny, right? Pretty funny. Okay, now the arrows are gonna work. Let's love it. Let's go. Where can we find? Okay, I told you where you found the pictures. What is up, my cherie? Coming over from the one-on-one podcast. Definitely check out my guy one-on-one if you want to hear esoteric stuff. If you want to know like kind of what's happening in the esoteric world, great podcast. My cherie is a very very wonderful person from those chats. Slide through just to say hi. I don't even know if she likes crypto, but she's kind enough to come over here and say hi. Appreciate that. It has 100 billion coin supply. Yep, Jay, and that's something we will see that is common for payment cryptos. And come Saturday, we're going to go over some payment cryptos, and patrons, you will get a long list of payment cryptos this week. Guys, I think we are missing the boat with these payment cryptos. Like, how many people did we just kind of name with connection to payment systems, right? We basically named the Rockefellers of our time, right? We basically named some of the big power players of our time. Peter Thiel with Stripe, Peter Thiel with PayPal, right? We named like the Amazons and the all of these guys are kind of like the Amazon players of our time, right? Before Amazon, or the Microsoft guys before and even though these guys have ties to Amazon and ties to Amazon, even though they have those ties, even though they have those ties, right? They're like kind of our age's version of these people, right? But look at how many payment systems are here. Like it's insane. Now add to that, we have the chance to do that with crypto payments, and the crypto payments are going to give, like it or not, we probably see some type of or form of CBDC slowly but surely. But we have the ability to invest on it on the ground floor, and understand, other than us, like probably like 98, not 98 is probably a little strong. 88% of America probably thinks that crypto is a scam. Still, despite the fact that BlackRock has an ETF and all these 11 companies, 11, right? All of those 11 companies have Bitcoin ETFs. They still think that crypto is a scam because they're hearing stuff from what's his face, Jamie Dimon, and Jamie Dimon, and they still got the FTX stuff, FTX stuff stuck in their mind when FTX was a plot to begin with, was a purposeful scam, right? We have the ability to kind of invest in this stuff on the ground floor. And I was taking a look. I was looking at some old stocks, right? I was looking at Amazon. And it's kind of hard for us to kind of look at Amazon and Tesla when they first started. Let's kind of just do that right quick, right? And I was like, oh, it was kind of cheap. But what I had to factor in, guys, were the stock splits, okay? Now, imagine if we get to a point where there's ever a point in time where coins, these cryptos, do like a coin split, like how much money that we'd have. But because they're already starting to custody these things, which is something else that I'll probably get to today. If I don't get to it today, I'll get to it on Saturday when we talk payment cryptos. But let's just take a look at Tesla, okay? which was kind of out of all of our ranges by like 2014 already. Excuse me. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so just the chart. We're going to look at stocks. So in looking at this Tesla stock, the thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that Tesla did 2 stock splits. Okay, they did a 5-in-1 stock split, and after the 5-in-1 stock split, they did a 3-in-1 stock split. So essentially, they did a 15-in-1 stock split because they split 5 for 1, and then each of those 5 later on when they split and did a 3 for 1, so all of those 5 gave you 3. So essentially that 1 was originally 15. Okay, so let's go all the way back here. Come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me tonight, mouse. Okay, there we go. Kinda, maybe, probably. Okay, there we go. That'll kind of do it. So 2010, okay, right here, $15. So 15 times 150. That's probably okay. But then 2011, not we're still in kind of good territory. 2012, that's like 2 times 15. That's $30 a share. So around 2013. So assuming this is right, this is like 3 years, right? Right here is probably out of most people's range right there. 11 times 15 is something like 150 a stock. But let's just say, you went and bought 2 of them at 11 or whatever, at 150 a stock. We're pretty much out of people's range after like 2014, like I was saying. Because right here we're at 2017, we're at $20. And that's like what? Times 15. That's $300 a stock. Like this is out of most people's range right here. So here they did that first stock split here, which allowed them to have more liquidity because people now felt like, hey, it's cheaper now. So they injected liquidity with that stock split. And then here, when it got really high, they did a 3 for 1. They injected a little bit more liquidity and they immediately diluted it. And we're kind of at where we're at right now. So essentially, wherever we're at right now, if it's $180 something should be multiplied by 15. And then you have kind of Tesla's true stock price. I don't know. It does this to me every freaking time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here where it does this. Okay. Well, that was my fault because I did zoom in. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. So essentially Tesla's stock price multiplied by 15 would be its current price, which would be somewhere like around like $2,500 and something dollars. But it just puts you in mind like, okay, these 2 years that we have with crypto, after these 2 years, a lot of things are probably going to be priced out for the normal person. After these 2 years, things will probably be priced out. Okay. Now, not sure if you guys have been keeping up with the Bitcoin news, but BlackRock is just buying up Bitcoin like crazy, bro. Grayscale's dumping it, BlackRock's buying it. It's almost like BlackRock's like, Grayscale, you got a little bit too much Bitcoins. You need to sell that. no, we want to keep our Bitcoin. It's almost like they just went Debo on them. Like, like that's my bike now, Craig. Straight up, like it feels like that to me. Like, Grayscale, you got a little bit too much Bitcoin. You need to sell it. Okay, sure. You're BlackRock. We'll go ahead and do it. You know, just don't tase me, bro. Don't don't okay, we know who you are, BlackRock. We'll go ahead and sell it. How much you want us to sell? Okay. We 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 got it. It's done. But can we keep some? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can keep some. Okay, great. Well, just that much. Okay, great. So BlackRock's just buying up all the Bitcoin that Grayscale's dumping, and after they buy up all of that, what's probably going to happen is we're going to be like boom, because now they're going to be buying off of exchanges and stuff like that, off the general supply. And man, remember, in the backdrop of all of this, like I told you guys before, the BIS is allowing banks to purchase crypto in 2025. So that's going to make it even higher. So that whole thing that we heard from what is it? Van Eck with Bitcoin just being over 100K is just like low, I think. Because again, also next month, the Chinese ETFs are going to hit. So it kind of very much makes sense that BlackRock is buying up all this Bitcoin, because next month the Chinese have to kind of get BlackRock sloppy seconds, if you will, and buy all the Bitcoin after BlackRock's bought it. So what's that going to do for the price, right? What is that going to do for the price? Man, all I know is it's just exciting times. All of you guys who've been around the channel for a long time, these are the times we've been preparing for. Like, and I strongly urge you guys to like look at what we presented you with today. I know some of you guys like digging into the degen sector, digging into the meme sector, but knowing all of these different connections, and there's going to be more connections I'm going to make on Saturday, knowing all these different connections, why wouldn't you buy Stronghold? Why wouldn't you get rid of some of your meme coins and buy some Stronghold sub penny, right? I know it's going to be a little work because you got to go onto the Lobster wallet, and good for them, because this is exactly why I didn't have as much Strongholds as I wanted, because I couldn't just hop on KuCoin and buy it, because they removed it from KuCoin and they removed Americans' access from KuCoin. So they made it just that much harder. And life happens, and you can't you don't make it a priority to just go on to Coinbase, send Stellar to your Lobster wallet, which takes, because it's Stellar, it's as fast as XRP, which literally takes about 3 seconds for that to get done, right? But just that much of a deterrent, right, can stop you from possibly like being a millionaire, possibly being a six-figure or whatever, right? It brings me back to something where shout out to Brunswick. You know who you are. Brunswick is the first person to tell me about Bitcoin. He told me about Bitcoin, and that day, instead of filling out, and this was like 2013 or something like that, instead of filling out Coinbase's little thing or whatever, I went to go do something else, and didn't get back into crypto until like right before the last bull run, again, where I told you guys bought Cardano at like 3 cents, was on Benzinga, was telling people about Cardano and Polygon at very, very low prices. So yeah, guys, like it's all still right in front of us. And when you look at some of these payment cryptos, they have not moved, or they Stronghold actually has moved a lot. It actually has moved a lot. It was very low, and it's still low, but it has moved a lot. But there's still tons of different payment cryptos out there that are sub penny or close to under like 3 cents, right? And we got, we're buying, and they're good coins, right? They are good coins. We're out here buying stuff that's 20 cents, $2, all in all of that, and they're good coins. But do they have Peter Thiel behind them? Or do they have, David Schwartz behind them? Do they have Ripple behind them, Stellar behind them, IBM behind them, right? Or are we degenerate and buying like the latest meme coin, right? Or bunk, something that's literally called bunk. And don't get me wrong, in a select window of time, meme coins can be a very good trade. And this is what Gentlemen of Crypto and people like King and Zay, this is what they're talking about when they say, okay, all coins are a great trade for that point in time. And this is a very focused example. Meme coins in the point of time that you can hop on them early are a very great trade. But when you're looking to the long term of what Bitcoin is for people like Zay and King, right? Bitcoin is the next world's reserve currency. It is digital gold. It is something that is limited to 21 million or less, because people are always losing it, right? And all of that, and all of it won't be mined for 140 years from now, right? So that is what Bitcoin is, and it's being locked up by the biggest money holders in our entire world, in our entire plane. Okay, it's being locked up by all the people who quote unquote matter. So in that instance, it's probably even better than digital gold. Like, the only thing that makes a Picasso really is that people who actually care and who could actually spend money on it, it actually matters to them. It's really no different than, like, it's just paint on a paper, right? And Bitcoin is just data. It's like private keys or whatever with no data behind it. But because people who like it, people who matter, and there's some extra stuff now thrown into there with like esoterics and kind of getting it to line up harmonically with gold. There's extra stuff in there, but if you want to real world it, all the people who matter are hoarding it like as a valuable resource and commodity. So now put that on top of what we've talked about tonight. All of a lot of people that seem to have great positions in our world and great influence in our world are holding Stellar and Stronghold and are leading these organizations. And as assets for these organizations, they have these coins. Do you not believe that they're going to make this asset a valuable thing? It's something at their disposal that they can use. They have a lot of. It would be dumb for them to not make that asset something. It would make sense, right? And this, I guess, this is why it's important to tell the general public, hey, crypto, you can't trust it, right? You can't trust that there crypto. That funny money, ooh, this cash is what you want. I guess that's why the general that's why it's very important to fool the general public. We know better, right? We know a little better, right? So yeah, a little on my soapbox here, but I think you guys understand the point, right? What's up, Montel Mero? Haven't seen you in the chat before. Thanks for coming through. What's up, NT? Let me ask, is XRP even worth investing in? Won't other governments just make their own version of Ripple? No. NT, that is actually a sub point, or that's actually counterintuitive to what Ripple is. And let me show you that. Ripple can actually be used as settlement for other governments' currencies. So let me show you what I mean. I'm trying to highlight your comment. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Ripple, I believe, CBDCs. Basically, XRP can be used as the settlement coin for CBDCs. So other governments can make their own stable coin and back it by Ripple and use the XRP ledger. So it's actually directly the opposite of what people say with that. Where is it? Okay, I wasn't ready to directly answer that question, but there is a piece of news I have where it's like Ripple basically made itself a platform for CBDCs. Let me see if I can find that without too much trouble here. I don't think I'm going to be able to find this in an easy manner. Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing for just a second here. One moment. And I am not at all centered in this way. Okay. Let me try to find that piece of news here. So I have it here in this project. Just one moment, please. Okay, that's not working. Oh, wait. Now it is. But it's moving dumb slow. Okay. Let's see here. Agile boards. Okay. All right. Almost there. Just be a little bit patient here. I apologize. Ripple. CBDC. Wonder if I find it. CBDC. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to find it. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm going to find it. Let's go back to the news. Let's go back to sharing. So yeah, it's actually opposite of that. So Ripple makes platform. I think this will help. Makes platform for CBDCs. And it's so like you have to know what you're searching for, otherwise you just won't find it. Get the right words, you know. Okay, this I think is it. Ripple launches CBD platform for the development of CBDCs. That's what I wanted. And this is actually on their site, so it makes it perfect. Like this is like, okay, well, that's from twomenintruck.com. Like that's not relevant. Shout out to 2 Men in a Truck. Ripple launches CBD platform for the development of CBDCs and stablecoins. So governments can actually issue their own stablecoins via the Ripple, the XRP ledger, and back it by XRP. Okay, that's basically what this is. Enabling issuers, central banks, monetary authorities, or commercial banks to manage the full life cycle of their fiat based digital currency, from minting, distribution, all the way to redemption and destruction. And it's all in a highly secure manner, taking advantage of XRP's ledger built-in multi-signing capabilities. Okay, so in here, what they kind of don't say, which I think is implied, you can, whatever you build that on, whatever you build that with, whatever you issue that with, you got to back it by something. So you can now choose to back it by whatever you want. You can back it by XRP, you can back it by gold, you can back it by any asset. And you know, you got companies like what is it? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Where's my phone? 1 second. I'm going to look it up. Companies like Energy Web Token, which is commoditizing different assets, different commodities. So literally you can make a CBDC and back it by anything, including XRP, including XDC, including whatever, right? But no. So it's actually opposite what you're saying there. Where did you personally get your SH? I said Lobster Wallet. Oh, here we go. No, NT, they will just make a CBDC. Yep. And Memories of Mike just answered it. I did not realize that. What's up, Richard Judge? Check out Richard's channel, guys. HECU Maker, what's up? XLM. Strongholds being covered. Memories of Mike. Yeah, that's my sentiment. I have friends who have a large bag of XRP and truly believe it's going to do $1 million per coin because of its daily use. And again, let me just reference that whole BS Bank of International Settlements. We saw these guys in these diagrams. So when understand that when they buy cryptos, they're probably going to start with these. Because it's going to be hooked into all of their systems. So it's going to be important that they own the underlying infrastructure. It's like the whole derivative thing that they do nowadays. Like they own the sports teams, but then you have all these sports derivative gambling things where you're betting on like how many turnovers Cade Cunningham is going to get in the whole entire game. They own the game. They own the stadiums. They own the teams. They own the distribution and all of that behind it. And you're betting on it. Like there are multiple derivatives on that freaking sports team. This is like the same thing. So they're going to look to grab the coins that are going to be, the underlying system and sell you derivatives in ETFs and countless other things, right? So central banks to set standards on banks' crypto exposure, okay? The new standard limits crypto reserves among banks, limits it. This is tricky language because it's not, they can't buy it now. So what are you talking about? Limits it. But they're wording it that way on purpose because they know people are not going to dig into the article and really find out. They probably have, they have statistics and prognostics on this, right? The new standard limits crypto reserves among banks to 2% by 2025. This is when you can. It doesn't limit it. It actually, but the way they worded it is technically correct because it goes into effect on January 1st, 2025, and that would limit it to 2%. But it isn't in effect until January 1st, 2025. So it can't be limited because they can't buy it now. Okay? So they worded it very, very trickily. But the way that they actually worded it is correct, but it's obfuscation in the way that they worded it, and they did that on purpose. Okay, they just simply did. So if I was to reword this, it would say, starting January 1st, 2025, banks will be able to buy central banks will be able to buy crypto to the tune of up to 2% of their bank or their reserves, up to 2% of their reserves. They will be able to buy crypto starting January 1st, 2025. Okay. So that's going to be huge. Okay. Huge. Shoot, I wish I was the Mike Kennedy they were talking about. I feel you. It won't go to that, sadly. RB, what's your theory on why Stellar Quant and even H bar have hardly moved over the last few months, considering that the bull run has already begun? I was thinking about that, Scott. Shout out to Scott, and thank you for sending me that article on Nipsey. By the way, brother, I appreciate that. Nipsey Hussle was a Bitcoin guy, so Scott sent me that. Appreciate it, brother. By the way, hope you're still out there so you can hear that. My thought is, because come 2025, when this law goes into effect, that's when people are going to start buying it up. But what we probably see is a run before this, like a month or two before this, because people will know that this is coming. So that's why I think these things have been moving slowly, because this is really when they're going to pop off. Now, does that mean we have to wait that long for strongholds? Maybe, but to be very honest with you, I didn't think it was going to pop off the way that it's already popped off already. I did not believe this. I thought I had more time, so that's why I was like, I'll just put $100, $200 in it, And what do we have? A 467 percent rise in a year. And even still with that, it's still at $26 million market cap. And the only reason it's at this $26 million market cap is because these payment cryptos have not been used, because nobody's using crypto payments. They're not paying with crypto like that. All of that is going to change. And the reason we know it's going to change is because we got people like PayPal having PayPal USD, right? We got apps now like the Blocks app, Cash app. You can buy Bitcoin and different cryptos on there now. We all know that's going to change because you got things like Strike now, where you can pay in Bitcoin, right? We got things like El Salvador and them making Bitcoin its national currency and all of that. So we know the crypto payments are coming. We got Fed Now, and we got Hedera connecting it to Fed Now. We got ISO 20022 live now. So all of that is about to change. Okay. All of that's about to change. And we already know Stellar, we got them with the Ukraine's CBDC. They're going to be the Ukrainian CBDC. Stellar Ukraine CBDC. So they're going to do that for the Ukraine, and you already see how many hooks they got in here in the US with Franklin Templeton and all of those guys, right? We in the World Bank, we didn't even go over this part, but essentially, IBM, the World Bank, and Stellar. That's like really kind of all you really need to know from that one. Oh my God, this mouse, bro. Okay, there we go. So we already know that's there, right? So, and the CBDC part is probably that Ukrainian CBDC, but Ukraine bank finds Stellar, brings key, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, so they're showing old information on this, but there's much more updated information. Like somebody said, like there's one where it's like, okay, despite the war that they said that the Ukrainian CBDC is still going as planned. So this is out there, and they already got hooks in with Franklin Templeton. So, and Japan's it's either Japan or no, it's China is using a CBDC right now. So this stuff is really not that far away now. But yeah, to answer your question, Scott, it's because it probably sees a bigger run in January 1st, 2025, when that goes into play. So we may have to wait all the way till then to see them pop off. But my thoughts are, with BlackRock buying up all this Bitcoin because China needs to buy its Bitcoin for its spot ETF next month, we probably see everything kind of explode with Bitcoin in 1 month's time, 1 month or less, when China has to buy their spot ETF. So just kind of like we thought, everybody else is going to have to kind of buy BlackRock's sloppy seconds. So it was. And it seems like Grayscale is dumping Bitcoin, or one could also say that Grayscale was told, you're going to sell that Bitcoin and we're going to buy it. And they were like, yeah, okay. Is that all you want, BlackRock? Is that all you want, Debo? Okay. Yeah. Debo be talking like he be talking that mess, but when he leave, I'll be talking again. It's like Chris Tucker said, bro, right? Like BlackRock says sell it, but you know what? I'm selling it now, but when they leave, I'm only gonna sell what they tell me to sell, and that's it. Like they taking the stand. No, I'm just kidding. Bob Cheatham's, what's your opinion on Moon River? Since this is the Q&A part, I think Moon River is a pretty good project on Polkadot. But what if you ask what's my focus right now? My focus is probably going to be more on these payment cryptos. And I think right now they haven't moved as much as a lot of the market. When you look at them, okay, yeah, it might be up 500%, but it's still at like a under $30 million market cap. So there's tons of room to grow there. Tons of room. And when you look at a lot of these payment cryptos, some of which we'll go over on Saturday, there's so many big names behind them. And it's probably their time, this bull run. It is their time. Excuse me. I'm currently reading a book called The House of Morgan. In this book, one of the things I noticed was how many of these banking dynasties are interconnected, either through business, marriage, or both. That's correct. And even it said, I say that's correct. I didn't know that like the banking lines were connected, but I knew like the presidents are connected. They say that a lot of the presidents are related, and we know like a lot of the presidents are Skull and Bones members. That does not shock me at all. And if you've looked into like the Rothschild dynasty and the Guggenheim dynasty, you see that when you look into things like acting, and like the Coppolas, and Nicolas Cage is a Coppola, and all of those movies, and it's just not surprising. Just like we just saw, which I'm sure you're addressing what we just saw, right? How all of these PayPal members just they're lining the whole crypto agency, the whole ISO 20022, like that whole thing is lined by these PayPal guys. What's up, Shook Focus? Shout out to Shook Focus. Check out his videos. One of his picks, Aleph, which is the first letter of the alphabet. That's the Hebrew, and so much we could get into crypto and conspiracy on the letter Aleph and the Hebrew of it and the meaning of it. But Aleph, yeah, it's been up. Definitely check out Shook's Focus's video. I think it's been up 100% since he mentioned it. So give my guy some love. What's up, Montel Mero? We won't win against the banks. All we can do is protect our assets to protect our wealth. The financial system is responsible for our economic problems, greed, and now they have the government to help. That's true. That's true. But I think just like and the parallel I took with it is look at Amazon when it first started. Look at Microsoft when it first started. Look at all of these different stocks when they first started. Somebody knew about these stocks and someone took advantage of them. And I bet they probably knew when they saw certain names and they saw that certain people were connected to them and saw their heritage and saw like, okay, I bet someone knew that, okay, Bezos, where have I heard that name before? Oh, is this his grandfather? Oh, did he start DARPA? Oh, okay. All right. In the whole Denzel in Training Day way. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. We can see that it's just not a coincidence. So IBM invested in Microsoft, and we can see there's not a coincidence there. It's not just like Bill Gates was just this random little guy in the garage that just made it somehow. And Elon's just this random college student that just made it somehow. Yeah, all of that junk is garbage. It's garbage. But again, we're not necessarily winning, to be honest. We're just seeing through the BS, if you want to put it that way. Like we're winning by actually doing research. We're winning by not accepting, oh, you say crypto's bad? Oh, okay. I heard it on the news. That's it. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna listen to what you say, news, and go about my day. Thank you, news, for telling me the truth. Not. We're winning by seeing through the garbage and being adults and actually figuring out for ourselves. Okay, what you're saying there is not exactly what you're doing. Is it Peter Thiel? Is it Jamie Dimon, who actually is invested in Ethereum? JP Morgan's actually invested in Ethereum, and he does this little dance like, oh, crypto should be banned, but oh, I love blockchain. We use blockchain, but crypto should be banned, as he also has investments in MetaMask. Look it up. JP Morgan is invested in MetaMask, but crypto's a scam, right? But yet you're invested in it. You're saying one thing, but doing quite another thing. Okay. The government say big finance because they're now too big to fail. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that statement. Wait, now they're too big to fail? Big finance, government say big finance. Well, okay, so like when we look at a lot of the stuff, like we see that the dollar is inflating, but the elitist inflated the dollar. So regardless of what do you think about the jab or the way that we did the jab, they shut down everything and they decided to give out stim checks. And, that might have helped a lot of people out or whatever, but this was their decision to decide to do that, right? So they purposely inflated the dollar by shutting everything down and printing all the money. Like, this is a self-inflicted wound. This is like, what is it? Plaxico Burr is shooting himself in the foot, bro. You know what I mean? Like this is they and this is worldwide, they decided to print stimmies in everybody's currency, right? Like we weren't the only people to print stimmies, right? So this was a global thing, right? When it's funny how they say the globe wars against each other, but on certain things, like they're in lockstep, right? And yet the World Economic Forum is a think tank, right? Excuse me. But everything they say ends up happening. It's weird, right? Finance has been has has put this in place decades ago. We pay for this. Now that's a straight up true statement. There goes all the way back to the Templars, right? Which I'm sure you know, bro. Goes all the way back to the Templars, right? And if anyone wants me to get into that story, just put in the chat, and I can tell you how that story works. Goes all the way back to that, and goes into our socials and all of that, and Nixon. If anyone wants me to explain that, I can. But let me know. Am I bullish on Flare? Yes, I am. I am bullish on Flare. In fact, it was in one of our diagrams here. Yeah, I hate dealing with those gassies on ETH. Just bought some Stronghold on Coinbase Wallet. All right, Montel Moro, let's go. I can't remember what I said. Put a 1 in there for. I can't even remember now. I bought Doge on Binance back in the day. Okay, now this is what I wanted to show you about Doge, and we're going to get into this more later. But Doge custody. So bot, which does custody of crypto for VCs and regular people. They actually and here they shift focus. They shift focus there to and let's see, will they show us? Okay, there we go. I think this is it. Okay, there. So I think this will be it. If not, we can just look at what Crypto Potato says about it. But I think this is the actual news headline I want. Bach announces relaunch of Bach custody with additional functionality and expanded asset support. And one of the acts, and Bach is publicly traded. Grayscale in their crypto stock ETF holds Bach in there, so it's already some diamond hands on this. I think it's another Bitcoin related ETFs as well, besides Grayscales, but I digress. They're going to do custody services for people for like VCs and stuff like that of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, USDC, and Shiba Inu. So it's crazy that Shiba Inu and Dogecoin is in a list with all of these other coins. All right. And one wouldn't think Ethereum Classic either, but one would probably think, okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, yeah. But Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, no. But that's really that's something to think about. That's something to think about. So that's what I'm saying. I think, and we already diagrammed how Elon was kind of in that list of PayPal people and all those people related to Stellar and all of that. So Doge is probably going to have its day. It's probably going to have its day. Best I pulled was Phantom in the 40s. Thanks, Ruel. No problem. No problem, Montel. No problem. D Benders, I bought my Stronghold Lobster wallet. I did too. Arm Junior, what's up? Thanks to Ruel for putting me on LCX when it was low. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I've been talking about LCX for a while now, and we were on it. God, now when it was at 4 cents, I bought a ton at 4 cents. I should have bought way more. But hey, we got Stronghold. We just keep taking the good ones when we can, bro. Right? Jake Owens, what's good? Ruin the chat. Higher highs before the halving. Probably so, bro. Probably so. The way BlackRock's sucking up all this Bitcoin, and it makes sense that they're doing it because the Chinese ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs, will probably go live next month. So they're buying it all up because then when China buys, their Bitcoin's going to go up, obviously, right? So we get higher highs probably at the latest next month because they're going to be buying the Bitcoin after BlackRock, and it's going to do like a supply shock probably. Ron B, any thought on Merlin? I know Francis Deun was talking like heavy about Merlin. I actually have no thoughts on it. I haven't looked into it. Most of my research was spent on Stronghold and these. So honestly, I'll have to look into Merlin. Ron B, let me get to everything in the chat here though. And yeah, let me get to everything in the chat and we'll take a look at that. Be fair, a lot of crypto is a scam. Yes, a lot of crypto is a scam, but it's no different than like the thing that always bothers me. To tell you the truth, the thing that bothers me about it is the thing that bothers me the most about it is it's no more big of a scam than like penny stocks. And people love stocks, right? But people don't really like. They kind of say that penny stocks are a scam, but they separate that from the real stock market, right? No one says don't invest in stocks because of penny stocks, right? No one says that. They just say, invest in stocks. You don't want to be left out here with just Social Security, do you? Do you? Right? But nobody says like, okay, don't invest in stocks because of these penny stocks over here, right? No one says that. So that distinction also needs to be said. Like, no one should be saying don't invest in Stellar, don't invest in XRP, don't invest in Bitcoin, don't invest in Ethereum or LCX because of my baby lady, baby Inu, she knew, whatever, right? My baby Elon Inu, right? Like no one says that. No one says that. So to be fair to crypto, like it's obviously, to me, it's obviously a ploy. And when you look at it, I understand why it's a ploy. Because just like back in the day with computers, right? Back in the day, people were like, "Oh, computers are a scam. Don't put your money in there. They're going to steal your money if you put it in the computer or if you go put it in the bank and all of this." And they just like they did with FTX. There were early banks that failed. So when people like didn't put their money in a bank, they had a reason for it. There were some scam banks out there. But guess what? Like all of that was kind of a ruse, right? Because like the early people that probably invested money into bank stocks are probably doing real well right now, right? Early people who put money into internet stocks are doing real well right now, right? And here we are with the next cycle's quote unquote internet with crypto, and we have that chance, right? But we gotta use our discretion, and we are, because you're here right now, right? So you are using your discretion. Hopefully some people watch this and they don't watch scammers or people who are trying to like hawk like the latest thing that they're getting paid to hawk on their channels to you. Hopefully, people are here with real people like me, real people like the Red Pill podcast, real people like the Ronin Experience right there below. What is up, brother? Real people like the Tokenizer, real people like Maximus Crypto, real people like Stacks on the Gentleman of Crypto, real people like Simon Family Investments, real people like Trek with 2Ks, real people like Crypto and Down. Hopefully, people are watching real channels like that, the Tokenizer, right? Did I say Maximus Crypto? I'm going to say him again because that's my guy. Hopefully, people are watching channels like that where people are not shilling to you and selling you a dream and actually giving you great information on projects. Paul Barron does that too, even though he's a bigger channel. He does do that. So yeah, people need to be watching those type of things and hopefully not getting scammed and getting that good that good information, right? What's up, the Ronin Experience? Another channel where you can get great crypto information, but as well as great esoteric information. If you guys don't know, I love that esoteric information. I think as much as we believe that the modern world is advanced, and it is, a lot of the old ways are some great ways. And looking at some of the esoteric information, it kind of helps you understand money better, the spell of money, if you will. Kind of helps you understand some of the things that have always existed, that these people, elitists, or however you want to call them, Nephilim, lizards, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, some of the things that they use time that have been used throughout time against us and to their advantage, right? So many red flags on this video, but you look into it, I'm sure. So many red flags on this video, but you look into it, and sure enough, you see people falling for it. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Memories of Mike. Let me know if I hit you with some red flags. Oh, not this video, but the one mentioned above. Oh, okay. Did I mention a red flag video? Members of Mike, let me know what video that was, bro. I don't want to give the people bad information. If you got some information on some bad video that I'm mentioning, please tell me, so I'm giving them bad information. I want to give the people great information. Ruel, the powerful, peace and harmony to everyone. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to the Ronin Experience. Shout out to Kal-El, who's also on the Ronin Experience, and shout out to Moonfeather, who's also on the Ronin Experience. Definitely check out my man's channel. Go over there, give him a like and subscribe. Amazon Tesla at one time was very cheap to buy. In fact, it was many years before they became profitable. You have to be brave to purchase those stocks in the early years. And CE, about that, bro. I was looking at the Amazon and Tesla stocks, and all I saw was those boys going up. Like, let's take a look at it. And I'm like, where was it? Because I heard that too, that they weren't profitable. And I'm like, this trajectory is straight up. So I'm failing to realize what they were talking about. I'm going like half dyslexic over here. Shout out to anybody who has that for real. So this is like the 3-day. It's even worse when you look at Amazon here. Let's see. So look at that. That like the majority of that trajectory is straight up. And I remember two people saying like, okay, Amazon like nearly failed, right? Jeff Bezos just had this fledgling bookstore, and all of a sudden, and I'm looking at Amazon stock, right? And Tesla's like it mostly is up, right? But Amazon is like straight up. So it's like, what in the hell are they talking about, bro? Oh, gosh darn it. I wasn't trying to test a strategy. Oh, God. Just be patient here, guys. Sorry about that. But I think you kind of saw it a little bit. Like Amazon was like directly straight up. Like, so what are you guys talking about? Look at that, bro. It's straight up, bro. Like, I don't get it. What are you talking about? It took a while to be profitable. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Like, where? Let's do the week chart. Where was that while, bro? It's up. Okay, maybe here. Maybe that's what they were talking about in '01, right? Maybe that was it. But not since '02, there's nothing but direct. And keep in mind, they did like a couple of different stock splits. So when you're seeing this like sub penny thing, I know for sure they did a 20-1 stock split. So all of this is not, it's not exactly what you're seeing right on the screen, because they went through multiple stock splits. But let's just say right here in '06, right? $20, like, so that's like $20-40 a stock, right? Still kind of, most people are not going to be able to afford most of that. But by June 2010, you're priced out. Really. That's what 20. If we just go and say that they had the 20-1 stock split, but I think they did some over here, right? Because Rona is what really put Amazon on the, like, they made so much money during Rona. But as you can see, since then, right? But this is kind of where we are with crypto, right? We're right in this area where we're getting things for almost pennies on the dollar, right? To what it's going to be in 10 years from now or 15 years from now. And really, I think we're on the cusp again. Like, I think this bull run, people will never, ever see these things this low again, especially some on these staples that are going to be the Amazons of the world, if you will, with the Ripples, the Stellars, these payment cryptos we're talking about, the LCXs, which are members of the World Economic Forum. Like, they're literally in with the guys, and they tell you that they're in with the guys, and nobody really knows about them. Like, you can walk up to the street, to someone on the street, they might know Bitcoin. They probably might even know Ethereum. They may even know XRP, but none of them know what XRP or what LCX is. And this is what I'm saying. When I'm saying, okay, yeah, I know meme coins are sexy and people are always doing videos on them, But if we're looking at the Amazons, like what's going to be the long term that's going to like change our families' lives type money, and you may have to delay gratification for a year or possibly two, when some people work their lives to death for the rest of their life and all of their life, and you may have to delay gratification for a year, maybe year and a half, two at most. Yeah, I mean, not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing, right? If I'm gonna, I'd rather hit the Amazons up. What might possibly be the Amazons? Excuse me, in LCX, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those type of things. I'd rather do that. I might miss out on some memes, sure, but I'm going to be hitting these base singles, these singles and doubles with this, and one day that's going to be a huge home run. A whole lot of times over. But yeah, Amazon. It's interesting to look at this and kind of see that, right? These are like our Amazon moments that should we do what we need to do this year and the next, right? That we can roll into so many more future investments over the rest of our lives, where we're going to hit the next, we're going to hit at some point the next bear market, which will, we'll do we need to do to sell and get ready for the next bear market when it's that time, and roll into other assets and roll into the next cryptos or the next big thing, right? But here we're going to make the biggest, or I'm going to do the best. I'm going to make the best of the money that I have now with these projects that are looking to be the linchpins of the next financial system, right? The linchpins of the next financial system. Like it's so much of an understatement just to say that, but when you really think about how massive that is, the linchpins of the next world global financial system, it just really locks into your head like, oh my God, what an opportunity. And LCX definitely fits into all of this. But of course, we got these, right? And Caspa is on a low right now because of what's up with IPW. And there's rumors that IPW will be bought out by IBM or someone. So Caspa is going to be fine and it's at a discount right now. And you can stake it and get, fees. You can get, earn like, I think it's like 10% APY. I haven't checked it in a while, but it's just insane. Here we are with the BIS. Remember, 2025, they're going to make it so banks can spend 2% of their reserves. Central banks can spend 2% of their reserve on this stuff. Like I can't even say how big that is. And here's E in the chat offering some alpha. Again, remember, Telegram's totally free, guys, for you to join. I love it. He's posting great stuff in there. He always does. Kid Grabo, what's up? Peace. What's up, Sheila Rushdan? I first bought Tesla at $69 before the first stock split. Hey, nice. So you made out very well on that. That's good to hear. BlackRock took the coaching. Yeah, Cryptwork, let's go with that Friday reference. Thanks for breaking that down. No problem. Memories with Mike. I'm so upset about KuCoin. Me too, bro. Me too. It crushed me, bro. I loved KuCoin. The lowest fees and everything. It was great. Have a blessed evening. Real Black blessings. Appreciate it. Richard Judge, thank you for always coming through. Richard's been following me since the Benzinga days. Mad respect and appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Benzinga, by the way. Casper Cooper. Salute, Wealth Stewards. What's up, bro? Thanks for the lobster info. Got my bag. Good. That's great. Appreciate it. Are very happy. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. For you. Hopefully this makes for the blown engine in my Jeep. Oh man, that's terrible, bro. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry. Your answer was more detailed and better anyhow. Yeah, I don't have the real the real Mike Kennedy money name, sadly. Yeah, we always redo, bro. We always redo, bro. Great Alpha, what's up, blockchain bully? Appreciate you coming through. The Vieira group with the fist pound. Appreciate it. There are videos of Nipsey Hussle talking crypto on YouTube. That's awesome. That's awesome. We might have to break some of those out one day, man. I want to kind of do. I might want to do after hours show, kind of like Anton Daniels. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Anton Daniels show. Put a one in the chat if you ever watched the Anton Daniels after hours show. Maybe something I want to do. We might try to get into that after like March. Let me know if you guys would like to see like a Black Roo after hours and we kind of get into some of these topics. I don't know if we can have it always on YouTube. Maybe it might have to branch out into Rokfin and Rumble. But let me know if you guys would like to see something like that, where we talk about certain things, like some of the events, like some of the stuff that Anton talks about, and stuff in the crypto market, like stuff like that. I came over here without water, bro. That was a bad move. It was a bad move. How do you think Flair is going to do during the bull run? Very well, man. It's connected to all of these. It has the connections to Ripple from the start, right? And they want to be a connector of all this stuff. And it was in one of the pictures that we showed HBCU Maker. Let me see if I can bring that picture back up with Flair. Okay, that's in the picture. My bad, y'all. My bad. I keep skipping it. There it is. So that's Flair right there. So it is definitely connected to all of these guys. And that three stripes, I forget what the three stripes means, but there's a meaning to this. These three lines like this. I forget. It might be X, to be honest with you. It might mean X. But there's no coincidence in all of these logos. They have the as above, so below feeling in them. They have the lightning bolts and all of this relations to like Zeus and Saturn. Like nothing is by coincidence that these guys are doing. They're definitely pulling on the old knowledge, if you will. How do you think Flair is going to do? Oh, yep, I think it's going to do great. What is a CBDC? CBDC is a what's the name of that acronym? God darn it. Central bank digital currency. So these central banks kind of want cryptos that they can control. This is kind of the conspiracy theory, if you will. I hate that word because it's always a negative connotation. Um, but I think CBDC is kind of like it's almost a misdirection. It's halfway a misdirection. Only because kind of like we have money right now and they could do CBDC-ish stuff with the money we have now. They could like stop, they could shut down your bank cards kind of if they wanted to. But with cryptocurrency, they will have in place, because I also believe that these people have to do things in a certain way because of natural laws, i.e., God's laws. They do have to follow a certain process um, with natural law, with God's law, when they set things up, or otherwise they get very like karma. Karma is a real thing, but they have ways around that. So see, I think these like they could do CBDC things with the money we have right now, but with crypto, they can do even more central bank digital currency things. They could control money to a tighter level. But will it be so that like, okay, we can never have any savings ever? Probably not in our lifetime, but could they get to a point like that down the road for like our children's children? They could, but you know, let's do what we can with things like Bitcoin, um, like possible sovereign currency and actual hard physical assets, because once you get the crypto and once you get the money via crypto, you do want to you want physical assets, you want tangible assets. That is something that you want to kind of acquire. Shout out to Simon Family Investments. They do a lot of talking about gold and silver. Of course, land would be a thing without property taxes, and that's some stuff that we could probably talk about in after hours. I haven't done as much looking into it because my focus has been crypto, but that is something we could talk about in the after hours. Like, where could we go that's crypto friendly? Where can we go where there's no property taxes, and when we buy something, it's basically ours, and we don't have to pay a litany of property taxes every year. Where can we go to make the best use of our money? Question: what's Grayscale gonna do with that cash? Probably give it to DCG, their parent company, and DCG will probably just roll it into other investments. So don't forget, Grayscale is basically owned by DCG. So there's that. 40 Soul Nance, what's up? I'm getting sorted on Neon. Man, me too, bro. But you know what I did though? We got into it early on here. I think I put it on here for people at like 50 cents. Patrons got it a little bit earlier. One of the things I like to practice is once I get to a certain point with an investment, and you get better with this over time, right? But I want to at least take out my initial investment. So the moment I get double, I cut it in half, because that means once I 2x, I can take out my initial investment. But some things you will look at that investment and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I know that's going to do more than the 2x. So you might wait until a 3x, or you might say, okay, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to take it out at 2x. You get better with that. Like, okay, like that for sure is a 10x. I'm not taking anything out until 10x. Like Caspa, right? Like I didn't take anything out of Caspa until like I don't even know, bro. Like but yeah, Caspa, that was great. But yeah, bro, it be like that sometimes, Nance. But the goal is and not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I try to bat, better as long as you come out like batting with a pretty good average. Um, you know, that's what's gonna help you out. Um, Meaning, as long as you win on more than you lose on, that's what we're talking about. To be fair, I do know a random guy from a garage that made it. Yeah, but see, again, random guy from a garage is one thing, but random dude whose like father is like this like attorney and possibly has connections to IBM. Well, we know his mother. Like you can go out there and Google it. His mother sat on a United Way board with the CEO of IBM. I once heard that his father was connected to IBM, but I wasn't able to find any information on that. So that's just hearsay and conjecture. The information I was able to find was supposedly that his mother knew the president of IBM because she sat on a board with him on the United Way board with him. So either way, his mother was affluent enough to sit on a board with the owner of IBM. Like that's that's one thing, and another is like being like Damon Dash and like growing up the way he did and starting Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like one of these things is not like the other. You know what I'm saying? Um, for real. Okay, his name is Matt Watson. Created a CRM for car dealers that was then bought by Auto Trader, aka Cox Automotive. So yeah, it does happen, but for these mega dudes, like they try to make it seem like okay, Bill Gates just, he like the point is not that like yeah, it does happen, but the way they try to humanize Bill Gates and Elon Musk, like no, it's not true for those guys. It just simply isn't. But they lie and try to make it true. Like Elon was just a struggling college student, and really his daddy's like an emerald miner, bro. And like it's a fact. Like it just it dude's very very well off. He wasn't just you know a struggling college student. Explain, please. Okay. What's that you want me to explain? I think it's probably the history of money. We can make this very quick, kind of. The Templars, back in the day, like way back in the day, what they discovered, right? Like this was back when people had like horse and buggy, and they were going from town to town, and you got to go into the town, and like that. So what they discovered was okay, guys, don't carry your gold with you. There are bandits out there. You don't want to get robbed by a bandit. So leave it with us. Okay. We'll give you this tiny piece of paper. It's a promissory note. Okay. You go take it to our guys in the next city. That way you don't have your gold. You don't have your gold, but you can redeem gold from our guys in the next city. So, excuse me. So basically, what they discovered, it was either 7 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 people did not come back for their gold. Okay, so they could just hoard gold, and what happens if they died out there on the road? Hell, who knows? Maybe they even if they had enough gold, they're like, man, we gonna this dude. Okay, just go get that dude, and we're keeping this gold. Who knows? They could have done that, right? But let's just say they were in the up and up, and somebody just met with an unfortunate accident on the road, and they got to keep the gold. So, if 7 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 times people aren't coming back for the gold, and they're just able to issue them paper, the Templars learned, excuse me, from that. Basically, they learned the derivative system. They could hold on to the gold and give someone something that was a promissory note that was quote unquote just as good as gold. And then they held all the power. They held all the gold. And then, in fact, on top of that, they can now even do loans. So they can now do more derivatives on top of that derivative. So money is a derivative of gold, but then the loan is a derivative of the money or the gold. So they can do like just derivatives on top of the derivatives and still get to keep the underlying asset. That was the beginning of it there. Excuse me. Ooh, so that's how the Templars kind of invented and under money there. That's how they figured it out. Oops, I must have went back too far here. I'm not a fan of Polkadot. How do you interact with it? Well, Polkadot has a lot of these connections, like the IBM and whatnot. Polkadot has connections with LCX. Polkadot has connections with the Energy Web Token I was talking about. Excuse me. Maybe we should do a show on Polkadot one day. Excuse me. And Polkadot, as well as Cardano founders Charles Hoskinson, they were former Ethereum guys. So Polkadot is in with the people. They're in. Let me kill the Telegram right quick. Come on, come on. Okay, I think I quit it. Sorry. Yeah, I just really shouldn't come over here without water. Fidelity has FBTC. Yep. I was looking the other day. You can buy gold with Dogecoin. Wow. Yeah, there's scams everywhere. I am still really happy to discover crypto and be a part of this. Honestly, I think of crypto as investing in newish tech companies. 100%, yeah. Some people hate me for it, but it's kind of true. There are banks that still fail. Yeah, exactly. So there are banks that still fail. Don't forget, I was working on Phantom and spoke at Consensus. Oh, really? That's cool. I still think watching things like banter is good for a window for retail things. No, I did. It was just another YouTube scam I came across. Oh, no problem. Amazon wasn't profitable for years. Yeah, that's what I was. But that's what I was wondering, bro. Like looking at that that star chart, it really looked like what happened? It looked like it was profitable for many years. Like what's going on? But it seems like Shook and E, you guys know the story better than me. The investors, Amazon didn't make money for a few years. Jeff had to measure them. That's an insane chart. Now with AWS, Root of Truth, LOL. Did you get a chance to look deeper into Karate Token? I did not look deeper into it, but I did buy some. I did buy some good work. I do need to look deeper into it. I didn't. I apologize. I failed on that one. I said I was, but I did not. I do still need to look deeper into that. And OTK. I did not look into OTK, but I did buy some karate. Let me write down to actually look into that this time. Fidelity's spot BTF FBTC sells on Robinhood for $39. That's not the real blockchain bully. Can you share the images? Yes, I will share those images in the chat. Anton Daniels is my guy. I subscribe to him and watch a lot of his content. I love his topics on money, real estate, finance, AI. Okay. So yeah, you guys would like a after hours. Okay, I'll have to get that going after March. Rue, you may just want to start another channel and make it easier for people to find you. Oh, which can lead them back. Yep, E. That's exactly, bro, what I'm gonna do. That's what Anton did with his, and I think that's a great idea. Like, I will make the after hours a separate channel. And chances are, since people love talking about entertainment more than they do crypto, that'll probably have better numbers. Because to be honest, my conspiracy channel on Rokfin was having better numbers than the crypto, but I just don't have time to devote time to getting crypto conspiracy content out. I'm too focused on my portfolio and this channel and getting stuff ready for you guys. So, but after hours, I could just have it be talking. It's like I don't have to get anything ready. I could just, talk about events that I find interesting. So we have time for after hours. Um, it's part of his job, I think. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay, my freaking mouse. Um, yeah, bro. I barely have time to do the stuff that I'm doing. You're right. But you know, I wouldn't probably do it as many times as he does. Maybe it'll just be like once a week. But just to get it started. And what he does is he just comments on videos that people send him. And maybe I just start about like stuff that concerns me, but I can also put in the Telegram chat like, okay, after hours stuff that people would like me to comment on, and maybe I comment on it. So I just make that an additional topic on our Telegram, and I would just decide, okay, is this interesting, and I'll comment on it, right? So yeah, I think I got down to all the chat. Are there any other questions before we end up tonight? We'll be back on here Saturday. Okay, perfect. This. Sheila Restaurant, I brought into grayscale at $21. It shot up to 42. I know Fidelity just got approved on January 10th. Okay, with all the other spot ETFs, okay, I missed that one. But yeah, guys, check me out on Saturday. We'll be on here around like 10ish or 11ish Mountain Standard Time and Saturday morning. And yeah, thank you guys for such an active chat. And thank you guys for the active chat. And I'll catch you guys on Saturday. And we'll be talking about payment cryptos. I'm out, guys.